Welcome to the all-new Tanya Chapter. Unbelievable. Let's get involved. And we're going to start off with how? Today we're starting Perek Dalet. Let's just recap. That's what we're going to be doing today. Today we're going to be recapping. That Perek Aleph, we said that everyone has two nefashis. The nefesh, like, here's a godly soul, an altruistic soul, a pure soul. And then there is a animal soul, a self-centered soul. And we began to explain each one of them. First, the godly soul. In Perek Beis, we explain the essence of the godly soul. What's the essence of the godly soul? It's one with Hashem. It's just purely united with Hashem. That's what it is. That's what that essence it is. Now, we explain in Perek Gimel, moving on from the essence, the makeup of the godly soul. The godly soul has 10 parts to it. Once you zoom out from its essence, we had Chochmah Bina Das, we had thought. What do we call the Chochmah Bina Das? We called it conception, contemplation, and connection. And those give birth to the 7 emotions. Chesed, which is kindness, which is giving. Gvura, which is holding back. Tiferes, which is a combination, which is why it's called beauty. Why it's referred to in Chassidus as green. There's many different colors that each represent, and the spheres are not different colors. They're above the physical realm. But they're represented by different colors. And the reason why spheres is represented by green, because green is a secondary color. There's primary colors. What are your primary colors? Who graduated kindergarten here?
Red, blue, yellow.
There we go. Red, blue, and yellow. So green is a combination of which ones?
Yellow and blue.
Look at that. Yellow and blue. Perfect. So, it's a combination. So it's fair. It's a combination of Chesed Gvura. And then you go further with all the 7 midas. Now, today, we've moved on not only from the essence of the soul, and not only from the makeup of the soul, now we're going to outside the soul, the expressions of the soul, the way the soul expresses itself to the outside world. And these are called levushim, clothing. Why are they called levushim? Well, you see, your clothing is the way you express yourself to the outside. Let's say that you want to go into a fancy business meeting, so you want to show everyone that you're such a fancy businessman. So, Yehuda, how would you dress?
I would wear a suit and a tie.
There we go. A suit, a tie, a tuxedo, a nice new hat. He would look like a perfect gentleman. Now, let's say, if you're going down to next to the beach where they're playing basketball and you want to show everyone you're a cool dude, so what would you wear then?
Tank top.
A tank top with your tzitzis on top, of course. And a bendel, what?
One yarmulke and tzitzis.
The yarmulke and tzitzis. And a bendel. And the gaitel. Wow, beautiful. All these good ideas. Now, if you want to walk down the street and you want everyone to see that you're a chassid and you're a chassidish yid, what would you wear? Any ideas? Is it a what? So you could wear a hat and jacket, you could have tzitzis coming out, you could have a nice big beard. So, beard's not exactly clothing, is it? Wear a white shirt, a button-down shirt, you could look like a mensch. So the way you dress is the way you present yourself to the outside. It's the way you express, you show everyone, hey, this is who I am. Now, not always is the way you dress really representing who you are in the inside. Sometimes someone's one way on the inside, and the outside they express themselves very differently. Which is an interesting thing about the expressions to the outside. That it's meant to represent what's on the inside, but can also cover up what's on the inside. Which is another reason why it's called clothing. Because clothing, A, expresses who I want to be seen as, but can also cover up who I really am. I can go down, let's say you have someone here, like Yehuda, who's such a chassidish bacher, that he can dress up as a cool guy when he goes to play basketball, and no one will even know he's a chassidish bacher, because the clothing covers over. So what is the clothing of the soul? Thought, speech, and action. That's it. Thought, speech, and action. The way you think, what you act, and what you do is the expression of the soul to the outside. And we're going to find out all about this next year, because thought is a very interesting form of expression. It's an expression to the outside while it's still on the inside. We're going to have to discuss this next year. I can't wait.